Hello everybody! It has now been over a year since the release of the last Perplexus, my favorite Perplexus, the Perplexus Portal. Now, for those of you with a keen eye, you will have also noticed that just last month I uploaded the final walkthrough that I had been needing to post on my channel. That was the Rubik's Perplexus 2x2 hybrid walkthrough. And so now, with all of the Perplexus walkthroughs complete and no new Perplexuses on the horizon, I thought it was about time to do a video talking about the future of Perplexus. Now, this video is going to be split into a couple parts. The first part, I'm going to discuss the future of Perplexus itself as a brand, as a line of toys. And then the second part, I'm going to discuss the future of Perplexus on this channel, because rest assured, though the walkthroughs are done for now, until we get a new Perplexus, I still have lots of other Perplexus themed content planned that will be coming throughout the year. So do not fret, lots of Perplexus content still to come. Quickly, before I get into any of that though, I am planning on doing a Perplexus question and answer video. So if you guys have any questions, anything you want to know about Perplexus as a brand, or Perplexus on my channel, my experience, or anything else Marble Maze related as well, so think Intrism or Perplexus knockoffs, anything that's like Perplexus and Marble Maze related. If you have a question about that, leave a comment in the comments down below, and in a future video, I will make sure to respond to all of those questions. It's been a very, very long time since I've done a question and answer video, probably over 6 or 7 years now. I don't even know if that last video is still up on my channel, and so I thought it was time to do another one. It'll give me a chance to answer some of your questions in more depth than I can in the comments. So again, leave a comment below. I'm very excited to see what questions you can come up with, and I will answer them in a future video. So with that out of the way, let's get on to the future of Perplexus as a brand. And I know there are a lot of you out there who've been curious, what can we expect next? When might we see another Perplexus? And honestly, these questions are pretty hard to answer, but there is some stuff we know for certain. And so I want to talk about that in this video. So first off, Perplexus, the actual maze games themselves, these really fun challenges that we all love, are made by Michael McGinnis, and probably there's a good portion of you who know that. I believe Michael is a college teacher as well as an artist, and in a lot of ways, Perplexus is an evolution of his artistry just as much as it is a toy or a challenge that we all love. And so one thing that I know for certain is that Michael has been putting a lot of work into other art lately. You can actually see some of his artwork on his website. I'll leave a link to that down below. And there's also a lot of good stuff over on r/Perplexus, which I visit from time to time. And I know some of you who are my subscribers are actually moderators over there as well. And so I'll leave a link to r/Perplexus as well. That is a great place to go for Perplexus news and just kind of sneak peeks at stuff that's going on in the Marble Maze world from fellow enthusiasts, because I can't cover it all. And so, yes, Michael has been focusing a lot on the art side lately, particularly what he's called his static series, which are basically sculptures, at least in my eyes. I hope I'm right in that assessment. And I think there's some really cool work that he's doing, and so definitely go check it out, because I know that he would love you guys seeing that. But I think that does mean the focus hasn't been quite as much on Perplexus, and there could also be a reason for that. And that reason is Spin Master bought the rights to Perplexus a few years ago, and as far as I know, Spin Master is the one who now, with the rights, dictates the release schedule of new Perplexuses. So Michael may have lots of ideas cooked up, he may not. I can't say personally, but I am quite confident that Spin Master owns the rights to Perplexus, and in turn dictates the release schedule for new Perplexuses. Seeing a couple of you who are not certain that Spin Master still has the rights, as of last month, I have confirmation that they do have the rights. They've always been very bad at promoting Perplexus, but I see absolutely zero indication to suggest that Spin Master does not still own Perplexus. I don't know how long of a deal they have with Michael for the rights to Perplexus, but at this point, they are still the ones in control of releasing and distributing Perplexus toys. Michael does maintain the creative side of it, however, so he does fully design new Perplexuses, and he is definitely working on Perplexuses from what I know, so we can expect more Perplexuses in the near future. It really comes down to when Spin Master wants to release them. Now, Michael does also work on some other stuff as well. He has some very big Perplexus maze balls that have been displays in museums and that sort of thing, which are really cool. Again, if you haven't seen those, I encourage you to check them out because they're quite awesome. But in terms of, when the next Perplexus is going to release, we really don't know. I am hopeful that we will see a Perplexus release this year, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now, in terms of what we can expect from those future Perplexuses, it really is just a lot of speculation. I want to give a quick shout out to Latest Obsession, a long-time subscriber. They left a comment recently on one of my videos suggesting that the next Perplexus will be in a similar scale to the Perplexus Portal, a large complex Perplexus that is also branded. Now, I don't know what their source is for that. However, they're also not the type of person to just make something up. So, take it with a little bit of a grain of salt, as with any rumor, but it might be a little bit of an insight into what we can expect in the next Perplexus. Personally, I'd be a little bit surprised if that were the case, just because there was a huge gap between getting the Death Star, which was a large branded Perplexus, and the Portal. I think the gap was like 7 or 8 years. So to follow up, the Perplexus Portal with another large Perplexus 2 years later would surprise me a little bit. I think it's more likely that we'll see a return to something more unique. It's been a few years since our most recent unique Perplexus. I think it would make sense to return to another unique idea, be it something like the Revolution Runner, the Lightspeed, something that's maybe a little bit off the beaten path, something that adds a new dimension to Perplexus that we haven't seen before. We have a historical pattern that we can try and analyze to get a good idea. And I would think that we will see a couple more different or smaller size Perplexuses before the next big one. But who knows? I could be wrong. Maybe the big ones have been really successful and they're going to transition primarily to that in the future. I certainly wouldn't complain if that were the case. But that's really all we know in terms of the future of Perplexus as a brand at this point. So now let's talk about the future of Perplexus on this channel and where do I see it going from here. So as I said at the beginning of the video, rest assured this is not the end of Perplexus content on my channel. I do have plenty of stuff planned, not only for Perplexus, but what I would consider to be Perplexus adjacent products like Intrism, like the Sharper Image Maze games, as well as potentially even branching out into some other things. I don't want to say too much about that yet. Still sticking in the marble maze category, but I think there's other things that I can try as well. So there's still lots of content coming. And on the Perplexus front, I still have other videos planned for Perplexus as well. And so to just give you a little bit of a sneak peek into that, I am working on a couple Perplexus collaborations. I'm not going to say anything more than that at this point, but they are videos I'm very excited for. I'm also planning on putting together a Perplexus tips and tricks video. I'm going to be doing some more comparison videos like we've already seen from my channel. For sure, you'll be seeing comparisons between like the keychain Perplexuses and the world's smallest Perplexuses and their bigger counterparts, or the mini spiral and the ghost spiral, that type of things. Those videos are ones that I'm really looking forward to because it's just neat to look at the similarities and differences. I also want to compare Perplexus and Intrism, Perplexus and Sharper Image. So definitely comparison style videos coming soon, and even 1 or 2 more ranking videos. A popular request has been a ranking video from easiest to hardest with no checkpoints, and so that is definitely something I'm looking into as well. So lots of Perplexus content coming soon, and like I said, lots of Perplexus adjacent content as well. You can expect a lot more Intrism from me in the coming year. I recently did an interview with Kyle Vanderveer, and hopefully that will be up relatively soon. I did it at the end of December, and so there's some really exciting stuff in that interview. I'm really excited for the future of Intrism and what Intrism is going to be doing in 2024. I'm really hoping it takes off because I think they're doing some really cool stuff over there. So expect to see more Intrism as well. And like I said, other Perplexus knockoffs and that type of thing. I want to start tackling also so that you guys can get my opinion on how good of mazes they are, their quality, is it worth it to test out some of these knockoffs, all that sort of stuff. There is lots of Perplexus and Marble Maze content coming soon, so stay tuned for all of it. I'm going to leave this video here, though. It's been long enough. That is my video on the future of Perplexus. If you liked it, leave a like down below. It's a great way for you to show your support. If you're not already subscribed, then well, you should be because you've watched all the way to the end. You're clearly a Perplexus fan. And my channel is the place to be if you want more Perplexus content. So subscribe so you don't miss all of these videos when they come out, because that is what this video is about, is what I'm going to be doing in the future. You don't want to miss it. Subscribe. And yeah, with all that said, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video, guys. And I will see you all in the next one.